discussion, no action taken.
We're ready? Okay, so we're returning back from executive session on item D. It was for discussion only, so no action will be taken on item D. We will move on to item E, discuss, consider, and take action on the proposed budget for 2026. Do I have a motion? So I have a motion by Alderman Garza to table this. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
So we have a second to table it. So is there any discussion here? If not, we'll move on. We'll move forward with
Well,
the,
discussion, man, real quick, just to make it, this, we're looking at this and, no, this is, basically, we're doing it backwards, I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can't
Shoot.
take action and propose it.
Exactly, so it's kind of
Is
like,
that what you were trying to do, Betsy?
yeah.
Pass it?
Yes.
You wanted us to pass the budget?
No, it was just this was just the proposal budget that we're supposed to do according to the rules.
Well, to me, this is the budget.
No,
Yeah.
but,
This is just a proposal, that's proposed annual.
yeah, but you
We should
wanted us to take action.
It says.
To accept to take the action to accept like it as proposed and the tax rate.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, no,
Okay.
Just accept, like, to decide on the tax rate.
No, we gotta get, first we gotta get numbers.
So.
Yeah, I don't-
We have
So
the
you're saying
numbers.
you did the whole budget? You got the numbers from,
This is just a proposal, there's.
but you're saying you did the whole budget?
Yes.
yeah, well, I think that we need to still,
There's deficits that we need to work through.
well, I think that we need to work those in a separate workshop.
Yeah, and then.
And not, yeah, first before we,
I thought
bring it in. no, we don't have a workshop scheduled for today, no.
Yeah, we do it, so,
We have a workshop scheduled for after the call.
For after the call?
yeah,
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
Okay, well, I guess at that point, we can, if we want to stay for that workshop, we can spend some time on going over this proposed budget, but I think that there still needs a lot to be looked at. I think it needs to be kind of, maybe kind of making it a little bit simpler. I don't think that, looking at these numbers here, I mean, there's just way too many questions to try to fit into, a few hours. So, anybody have any other?
I just really don't think this is what we've asked for. This is not what we asked for at the first budget. We asked for it to be simplified. And this isn't simple.
Well,
This isn't like the two columns like kind of we were
I
talking
can do
about.
the two columns, I just said like, this is the proposal one.
Yeah, no,
Some of the one, I guess,
But
is a
this is,
workshop.
this is still
And another note
very
that,
Well, we
complicated.
can't pass it if we just got it. We don't know.
We don't
yeah,
have
we
any
still have a
idea.
lot of work to do on
That's
it.
why you,
see, you already got to adopt a rate of 52 on the last couple of pages in the very back. So where did you get that number without getting the very back, here we got the worksheet. She has the worksheet in there, but,
Oh, for the tax rate.
yeah. So
For
where did you get that?
Marcy,
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean-
These are our numbers.
Okay.
So it actually would just,
Well, I think,
especially went down from 0.53 to 0.52 on it. So
well, I think for the tax rate, when is the tax rate due? When we have to have it in, like, approved?
By September 29th.
Okay. So I think we still have a little bit of
yeah, we gotta
time.
do time work on it.
Yeah.
We'll be pushing it.
All right, so
Yeah.
well, let's just go ahead and, so we have a motion to table it, and we'll work a little bit more on the outside on it, and we have a second on the motion, so we're gonna go ahead and vote on tabling this item E, place 1,
yes.
place 2,
Yes.
place 3,
Yes.
place 4,
Yes,
place 5.
Yes.
So we'll table this. We need to get a workshop separate from today. We'll move to item F, discuss and establish the maximum proposed tax rate for the publishing notice of public hearings and meetings related to adopting the budget for fiscal year. Do I have a Motion for that item?
Make a motion, we table it since we don't have to.
Well, she might, we might be okay if she
Yeah,
got,
we might be
we
okay on that
if she
one.
has some dates.
If they already.
We got
This
the,
is.
So I think we have the,
you gotta be some dates, yeah. Like September, October, or whatever. You got the dates?
Oh, the parent meetings. I thought
Yeah.
that-
Calendar.
Okay.
You know, we still gotta have the meetings.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, because
But-
basically, they're asking for publishing notices of public hearings and all that.
Cause that's gotta go in the
And we're-
paper.
We don't need a public hearing.
Oh, we don't?
We'll need a public hearing for our budget, but we won't
Oh.
need it for our tax rate.
Okay.
because we're doing it
Discuss,
as a revenue
discuss.
rate.
And we can't set the date.
The
because
maximum
we don't
proposed
know.
tax rate.
Which is evidently what it
And it
says.
says for the publishing notices of public hearings.
Yeah, because you have to put in the newspaper.
Yeah, put a newspaper, now
And
that's,
meetings related
Yeah, but I
to
don't think that we
council
have to, because we're not gonna have to pass, right, the tax rate?
Oh, it just has to go in and.
We
Yeah.
didn't do the de minimis and all that kind of
I
stuff.
know we gotta get the de minimis and,
We have, it's all in the package.
on the packet that's in here?
it's in there?
But then
So
we'll go
we
over
can go over it right quick at the other meeting, the workshop.
that if she wants it to be,
Well, I mean, if we're in a position to go ahead and,
Are we on a deadline, Betsy?
it's September,
Meeting of the meeting of everybody to discuss the tax rate, take a record, supposed to take a record vote and schedule a public hearing for meeting as required.
So, do you wanna, is this the one you wanna approve? This right here, Mayor, with the deadlines and all that?
I think
it's just kind of, you know,
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah,
this is a little bit backwards here,
Yeah.
but
that's another one. That might be-
Is there a date on there?
the 18.
for file for proposed budget, proposed budget.
To governing body to discuss, to discuss the tax
That's good,
rate,
that's a good date, right?
take record
Oh, there it
vote and
is.
schedule public hearing
Yeah, that's the
or
one.
meeting as required. Oh, excuse me.
And since, I revised it from the other calendar that we had had, because whenever I talked to Marcy, she said we didn't need all that. She said we could push it up to September 1st, but I don't know if we want to do that. We still got the time to go over budget and make changes to the budget.
And that's where we're getting at. We need to make
So
changes.
today, we do need to discuss the tax rate.
No, she fixed it.
And take a record vote.
Right. She's the one that fixed it.
Yes.
She's the one that fixed that for us.
Is that the one,
It's not the-
is that the good calendar?
No, it's not the calendar. She fixed it.
I, for you.
She created, she created.
She
it.
condensed it.
So what about, when is the law though? When do we have?
I think this one would be, on my calendar.
So what are we
The
talking
one that
about?
we made has a different,
It says on this calendar, it says August the 20th, published budget hearing, September 8th, proposed tax rate approved. So this is the one she changed. We have this a bit, you know.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
What does it say on, because there's a mandatory date and then there's the, our goal date.
But this one, you changed the dates too, so I don't really want to look at that. But there's a calendar we need to look at. Is that the one?
I don't know, because the dates were changed, so
Yeah, I know.
that's why.
Those dates were changed the one she has up there, but the one I
So
have,
September 22nd is the deadline.
Oh, sure.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, does it make sense, Betsy? We can't approve this yet. Until we get those done. We gotta get a workshop and get all the numbers.
Like last year, we proposed it and we still had the workshops and we changed everything afterwards.
No, last year.
No, I think she's right. I think TML recommended that we,
Oh, yeah,
that's
they,
it because of the deadline.
deadlines, yes, you're right.
But we still have a deadline. You said September.
We still have time, yes, we're behind
We
by
have time, but
Well, we
last
were running
year,
late.
Yes,
Yeah, last year we were running
that's true,
late.
that's true.
They said you need to pass
Next
last year's
year's,
budget,
yes.
Yeah.
the previous year's budget.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So, yeah, you're right there.
So we didn't.
Yeah, so that, you're right there, but
We ran
we
on the
need-
previous budget last
But
year.
the legalities of it, we still got time.
yeah.
So
What we doing
we're
now?
good with the table. We had a motion to table it by Alderman Garza. Do we have a second? So we have a second by Alderman Veit. So we'll move
Yeah.
phase 2,
Yes.
phase 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll table this
For
for,
the record, we finish that, can we go to item D, because it was discussed, consider, and take action. So we need to just.
He said it.
He said, we say
He
no
said no
action.
action was taken.
He did take it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right.
He did that.
So reports. So we'll move to item 3, reports, discussion regarding our employees attending code enforcement training in San Patricio. Ms. Veit?
Yes, I had a question.
Yes, ma'am.
And
I know. I should have asked questions beforehand. Anyway, I remember at our last meeting, we were talking about the code enforcement training. And I could have sworn we said we didn't want them to go. Am I wrong?
Because y'all didn't want them to go?
That we did not want them to go, to hold off
When did y'all say that?
at our meeting,
Which one?
at our August meeting.
Yeah, and then I had said they already started Monday. We
They-
had the meeting Tuesday and they already had started on Monday.
And that's where they're at.
Yeah, I said that.
And at the first workshop, we went over it, I guess. talked
Yeah,
about it.
we had talked
And
about
then
it also.
didn't you say that that it didn't cost us anything?
No, I didn't say
Yes,
that.
you did.
Mhm.
Yes, you did.
I wouldn't have said that if I knew that it cost $500 each. I would not have said that. That didn't come
I
out from
could've
me.
We
sworn
said
it
it
was-
was free.
You said it didn't
I
cost
never
us
said it was
I
anything.
don't remember.
Two.
I
remember
never said it
saying-
was free.
Run the tape.
Because I knew that it was not, yeah, let's do the tape because I did not say that that was free.
I heard
I didn't.
differently.
I could have sworn you said.
I heard it was
I'm
free.
pretty sure
I
you
heard,
said it was
I
free.
heard it free.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I knew it was $500 from the day that I
But
got the
then,
email.
okay, then if we ask, how much is it gonna cost? We didn't hear $500.
You didn't hear free. And when did y'all
We
ask
asked
that
that night,
question?
that night.
That night on Tuesday?
Yeah,
Mhm.
how much was it?
How much is
I
it gonna
don't
cost the
remember
city
hearing
for
that.
us to do
There's a
this?
lot of discussion.
And I wouldn't have said that it was free if I knew that they already had started on Monday.
But I think you're referring to another meeting where I mentioned,
July.
let's hold off on it.
It's in July.
But I think y'all were already talking about sending somebody to school.
Yes, Jerry
But
and somebody
I
else.
did say that like 2 months prior, but just to hold off. But
Yeah.
if y'all had already, were working on it, I mean.
Okay, that was all I had.
Because the code enforcement subject has never been on an agenda item until Tuesday. Until Tuesday. y'all
About
brought it up.
hiring someone.
About hiring somebody. That's the first
With-
time it's ever come up on an agenda.
Well, I can tell you
Ever.
that I spoke to, and I think Ms. Lisa spoke to the gentleman that does our inspections right now
Mhm.
about maybe applying for this position once we have a job description together.
Good.
And I think he said that if he was going to hold those two positions, he would be looking at about $60,000, what he would ask the city to pay for him to do both those jobs. And I think we said, no, well, we're looking at about 30. He says, yeah, there's no way I would do that job for anything less than 60,000. So I don't know.
Didn't we approve that position that night on Tuesday? Didn't we approve it?
Yeah, I think we approved it. We're just
Why are
working
we
on the
sending-
job
Why are we
description.
sending anybody?
They were already in.
They were already in the
Yes.
class on Monday. They already had started the class Monday. So the agenda, the meeting was Tuesday. It came up on Tuesday. You had it on the agenda. They already had started on Monday. They were already attending the class Monday. And
There was
then
only
they
two
came up
people
on
attending
Tuesday.
anyway, right? It was only, who attended the class?
It was Destiny and Angela.
Was it Maggie?
Mhm.
So I think that we're already working with EPI on one case. We're kind of trying to reach out to EPI about what we need to file it with the court. so we can see what this is gonna work out.
But
In the meantime,
we
but-
said we didn't want them doing it. We already said, we don't want them doing it. They should not be doing it.
Why
We
not?
never
I don't
discussed
understand why.
30,000.
I just want to know, why can they not be doing it? I don't understand that.
I mean,
The girls,
They weren't hired.
I don't think
The
they should be
girls?
doing that.
I don't think they should be out there doing
But
it.
there has to be, because even then, even Kenny said, this is not a 40-hour job.
I understand.
He goes,
that.
what am I gonna be
I still
doing?
don't think they should.
And like I
That's the
said,
wrong person to ask.
we should, of course, well, he's gonna say that because he's already made 15,000 in 4 months, of course, you know? But, because he's trying to protect his job.
well, I mean, I think that
And
if we
how are we
have,
gonna find somebody with 2 of those certificates?
But we haven't advertised it yet. And we haven't even discussed it. That's why we want to go to budget.
We hadn't discussed the pay.
We haven't done
discussed
any of it.
No, I know that.
No, I know, but
Oh,
the
I
mayor
know.
said that we had said 30,000. We never said 30,000.
no, I
Yeah,
think,
you
Ms.,
did. You said it in the last meeting
the last
because,
meeting,
because in the code enforcement, it came up about the salary and I had seen the salary and I said code enforcement's like 51,000. And you said, no, it's not gonna be that much here because that's in the big city. This is a smaller city, so you're looking like about 30 something. That's
Well,
what you
yeah, but
said.
just because I gave my opinion. doesn't
Right.
mean-
No, I
you
understand
still-
that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I did say
Taft
that.
pays
Yeah.
the code enforcer, 45,000 a year.
but he's not doing code enforcement and inspections.
No, he's just doing code.
This is somebody, we're trying to get
Right.
somebody
Yeah,
with,
but
Right.
he's
with
doing,
dual.
but he's doing a bigger city of code enforcement, so that's a little different.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I
Yeah, we're
understand
not
that,
doing
but,
it that-
but we're looking at someone with
Right, I
specialty
understand.
skills, so.
Even our legal department, Epi, you know, he mentioned that, it's not as easy as it
He
seems.
did.
So how
Look,
are you gonna
and,
get
and
all
I
those
understand, but
together?
I was a municipal court supervisor. I am the one who did all this, I did all of the scheduling for court. So I would get the code enforcement officers' emails on all junk vehicles, okay? And I would have to schedule everything. I've seen the affidavits, it's all fill in the blank. I've seen the letters that they send, their certified letters that they send to, you know, whoever has a junk vehicle in their residence. It took me probably 15 minutes to schedule somebody. I've seen the paperwork that the code enforcement officer does. It's all fill in the blank. And the thing is that was in Corpus. So I would get these junk vehicle emails sent to me maybe once every other Friday, about 4 of them. And that was in the city of Corpus. And I was the only one doing it. I was the only one scheduling it. So here in Odom, you're not going to get that many. You're not. So it's
No, but
not
that's
going
why I
to
had mentioned the 2 hats, but, in Corpus Christi, how many code enforcement officers were there?
be, they probably like have 5 or 6.
And they're all certified.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Now, our
because,
girls went to school, but they're not certified. They still
no,
have.
all they
No.
need to do is take the test. That's
They take
it.
the
No,
test
they're
and they'll
not, they're still
certify.
not
That's it,
certified.
because-
That's not true.
yeah,
They've
because
been
there was a
doing
code-
it
It's
for a
basically, yeah,
year.
they have a
No,
whole year.
no,
I mean,
not-
That's what
not
I
her.
read.
So then you're overstaffed
because she's
you're
already
overstaffed in
doing-
the city then, in office.
I'm sorry?
You're overstaffed in the office.
Are you overstaffed in the office? That's what he says.
Overstep?
Overstaffed.
Yeah.
Staff. You have too much staff in the office.
Do we have too much staff?
No, we don't have too much staff.
So how are you gonna get them to do code enforcement?
So we can have them come maybe like you can change, let's say you can have her come in from 10 to 7. She can work in here from 10 to 5, and then from 5 to 7, she can go out for 2 hours. And this is not every single day. You're talking about maybe once every other week. That's it, just 2 hours. Just 2 hours, and you're in Odom, just 2 hours, that's all you need.
But
And
are
if
you
I
also
was
It's gonna
wanting,
getting-
repeat people anyway, right? It's gonna be repeat, right?
It's gonna
But-
be repeat.
Repeat.
What
right?
and that's
the
just strict, I was gonna
inspections?
say, what about inspections?
Well, right now we have the gentleman that's doing
I know.
inspections.
Yeah,
I
Then we're
mean,
paying him.
and if we want to, if we need to charge more to the customer so the city can keep more, we can do that. I mean, we're not saying that we're not going to work on getting the job description together, discussing a salary for this position. But in the meantime, you know, we were trying to come up with something that would be cost effective for the city, and that we had some staff that were willing to go and get trained, trying something new, you know, not just doing the same thing all the time. Let's try something new. Let's get some staff out there, that, are willing to take on that responsibility, who are willing to help out with these extra duties, still between the 8 to 5 hours of work schedule. It's just a new idea, trying something new that would be cost effective, that wouldn't cost the city, too much money, so we could focus on other things. That's all this was. Now, if we're able to hire someone, once we get the job description together, I think you're working on the job
I already
description.
got the job description. I sent it to Epping, and I'm just waiting for him to approve it.
You know,
But
Now, if some of the
are-
girls want to apply for it,
Right.
I'm good with that.
But
I'm
are they-
good if wanna
are they
apply for
actually-
both.
My question would be, are they actually willing to do that position along with their other work? I'm thinking of because Angela went. I don't see her being able to handle all the utility
well, we won't
billing.
know until we try.
I understand
You know,
that,
and
but
that's kind of what
still,
we're
is she
trying to do.
willing to do
We
that?
already said no. We already
Yeah,
We
voted
did
on
say
it.
no.
Billy Joe used
We
to
already
do
voted
it.
on it. We said
Billy
no.
Joe used to do it, and then guess what? There was a lot of conflict. That's why she stopped doing it, because
Well, we're not.
she tried it.
Well, we don't have Billy Joe doing it. It was something that we were trying to do,
Yeah.
that was going to be cost effective. They were already in class for that week, and
Then just.
go ahead, ma'am.
So we did go, but we do also have Gabriel from San Francisco County, who is their code enforcement, who offered to go with us, to be there with us to help us when we're going out there. So he did offer that. That is a free service for us to go out there and try to do that as well.
But we need to see that on contract. I mean, we don't have like the animal control, we have a contract with them. So if he's willing to do a contract and supervise y'all, I'm okay with that for free. But again, we discussed that it's dangerous for y'all. But because if there's conflict, by the time you call the sheriff's office, trust me, people get ugly.
It's no different than what I'm doing now. I'm already doing it. I've already gone out there. I already put the notice on there. I've already sent them letters. It's something that I'm already doing in office.
Then how much are you getting paid?
I'm not getting paid anything extra. I'm not getting.
Well, you're doing it during working hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
I
I'll
mean-
go out there and I'll go and I'll look at high graphs, I'll take pictures of it. We're working on the dilapidated houses as well right now. And I go out there for maybe an hour. I'll take the pictures, come back, upload them and send out letters, certified letters. I'll reach out to people, call them. It's no different than this situation that I'm already in. It's
Where
not
are you
extra.
willing to quit your clerk position and apply for this position
Code
and
enforcement.
also learn a little bit more about the house inspections as well?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm already doing that. I
Right.
already helped with the permits. I already do
Right.
permits. I
Okay,
already do the building inspection. I'm not physically going out there to do the inspections, but I get the reports, I get everything. I'm already doing all of that.
because once we open the position, then they're welcome to apply.
yeah.
If she's already on the code enforcement,
Already doing it.
and if she's willing to do the house inspections, then that's one person that can do both.
She's been sending out notices for a year now, probably.
Yeah,
She's been sending out notices. I mean, a lot of this gets done, especially with the dilapidated
See,
homes.
we didn't know.
We send everything by mail. A lot of times when she does go out because the grass is too high, or most of the time people are at work. She just goes and leaves a notice there at their house. She doesn't interact with the community that much. When she interacts with them is when they come to City Hall and say, hey, I got this paper in my house. What is this about?
And then she shows them the
And then
picture.
she says, well, this is what it's about. And, usually it gets taken care of. I mean, but we have, I think, did you reach out to Epi about the cars, about what he needed? And as far as for the affidavit and all that stuff? Okay, so she's working with our attorney right now to try to get that one house behind the Circle K, I think it is, that has multiple cars. I think they're running a business out of that they say they're not, but
If somebody gets smart
So-
and they get a violation, they can easily come back and say, wait a minute, your city ordinance says that you have a police department that was gonna do the code enforcement. So that's why we created a position so we can have that position.
well, I think that this has been
Do we have
something
an
that,
ordinance for that?
Yes, we do.
I'll look it up. What ordinance is that?
It doesn't say just police department, it says city administrator too, though. I thought that's what I read. I read it.
So what is exactly what you said, so I can look it up?
Code
Just
of-
look up code enforcement.
Code enforcement? Code enforcement?
Yeah. I think it says that it's running under the police department.
Okay, we'll look it up.
All right.
I can't say that.
No, but besides, like I said, I mean, like Isaac said, we want a position, we created a position.
And we're moving on the position. We're waiting on Epi to approve the job description. As soon as that's
We did say
approved,
that we
you
didn't
know,
want them out
so,
there until-
you
We're
know,
gonna have to find
you know,
some
so-
in the budget to be able to afford
Wouldn't
it.
that be obsolete? 'Cause if we don't have police department, that ordinance wouldn't be
mean-
municipal in court? Because we don't have police department, how can they enforce his ordinance?
I mean, we have to give it to Epi on
That
that.
one we
so
have
with
to
the
change.
legal-
Right,
you know,
that's
to
what I'm
change it.
saying.
If we're gonna
We gotta
go-
change- We gotta make the change.
If we're gonna have the
Right.
position
Why
available.
do you think that we had a problem with the sheriff's office when they were charging us $200,000? They couldn't do enforcement, so we came and we figured, and we even changed some ordinances to read any law enforcement officer, and then they said, well, you can't. So they couldn't do code enforcement. That's it.
Well, I mean, I think that if we could have at the time, maybe train somebody to do court enforcement for us and just take it to the municipal court like we're working on right now, I think it probably would have kind of led us in a better direction. But that's not here or there. I mean, that's a pass. So right now, the whole idea was just to try to find a cost-effective way to address some of the code enforcement issues that the council that you guys have brought up in the past, without it costing the city much, too much, because when you're talking about hiring a position, you're not just their pay, you're talking about the insurance, you're talking about, we pay what, 10,000, 11,000 now, it went up. So we're paying around 11,000 per employee for health insurance. You have liability insurance, you have retirement that we have to put away for that. So it's a lot more than just the 60,000 or the 40,000 that we're paying.
But it's gonna
So
offset with,
you know,
enforcement. Like I said,
if there's
she's
enough
willing to
enforcement,
apply for it. She's willing to apply for it.
if there's enough out there that we're already talking
These
about.
houses are gonna be built.
We're going to be generating revenue. We don't know that because we don't know what our city, what issues we have out there. The previous person that we had said that it wasn't that bad. I mean, we don't know, but we'll find out. So, I mean, we're still moving over with the position.
That brings a point too, Mayor. Our prosecutor, does he do stuff like this, or do we need to find a prosecutor that does know how to do this?
No, he does it. He'll do it. Our clerk, our municipal court clerk would have to
And
just send
our
out a
judge-
summons,
Our judge?
and then the judge would set a court date, and then our FE would be here to be our prosecutor, and then the judge would levy whatever fines we have as far as whatever the violation is. So
And doesn't the court also, you were in the court system, by law, don't they have to have a bailiff? So how?
They have to have one.
Exactly. So if he's been having all these court hearings and all that without a bailiff, then we're violating the court. The judge should know that.
well, they haven't been having any court hearings.
So that's a
They haven't been
violation
having
itself.
any court
Yeah,
hearings.
they haven't had.
And that was a law because of what
But yeah.
happened to
Yeah.
some judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't
They
been
haven't have a
having
bailiff.
any
But I
court
think she
hearings
said
at
last
all.
time that they were coming in.
But we have discussed about getting, just like the school contracts, the deputies for security. We could look at contracting, a deputy to do,
As needed.
as needed, as needed. Or even our local constable, if we needed to, as needed, to be as a bailiff when we do have court hearings, which I hope to have in the near future, But we're not just gonna sit on, we're gonna post a position as soon as you guys approve. We have to approve the job description first, and the figure, of course. what
And
it
I
is we're
sent it
gonna
to
pay.
Epi last week. I haven't heard back from him on it.
Like I said, no, nothing against them, but Destiny's all for it. So that's good.
Oh, she's gone
But
home.
Angela, if I were to ask her, She's gonna say no.
Well, I don't know,
Wasn't
she
Jerry
wants,
supposed to go, so why did he back out?
He,
He was on vacation.
mhm.
He took his 2 weeks.
Like I said,
so,
And
once
Gabby,
we
she
create
wouldn't
the
go.
position,
Gabby, she wouldn't go.
Mm-mm.
She didn't want to go.
we decide a figure.
She had
and
too
it's
much
okay.
work.
yeah, all right. Any more discussion on that item?
No,
Nope.
thank
All
you.
right, so we move on to item 4, adjourn. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
All right, I have a second. We're adjourned.
Okay, I make a motion, a second.
She-
One, two,
Motion
three,
and
four.
second.
Workshop, right?
I don't know.
Gotta put that work.
We're gonna do